You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Young and the Restless fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt. I have got your Young and the Restless early edition spoilers for the week of Monday, July 17th through Friday, July 21st, 2023. We have got 4 sizzling hot spoilers for the week ahead, and we're excited to share these with you. If you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Y&R updates, news, and more. All right, before we dig in, I want to say this is kind of funny. Somebody had commented on one of my Young and the Restless videos saying that I am mispronouncing the town where they live. I'm going to just say it as I always say it, Genoa City. I don't know what other people are hearing. Maybe it's growing up in Atlanta, but Genoa. I don't know. Sometimes vowel blends perplex my tongue. So if you feel like I'm saying Genoa City wrong, I'm sorry. I do know how it's pronounced, but I'm hearing it in a way maybe you guys aren't hearing. So if you don't like the way I pronounce it, I'm sorry. I can't help it. All right, let's dig in. So the first spoiler for the week ahead in our early edition for Y&R is that Victor Newman assumes control. I fervently hope that this is about him drop kicking Victoria Newman out of that CEO chair that she is clearly abusing. She has shoved Adam out at Newman Media. She has shoved Nick out of Newman Enterprises. She has put her lover, who she had been sexually harassing and I believe still is, given the power dynamic between them. She has given him Nick's job. She's claiming to her family that Nate is only there in the short run. Meanwhile, she completely dismantled Nick's support team, so there's nothing for him to come back to. She is making it impossible for Nick to ever come back while lying to both of her parents and saying that that's not what she's doing. Clearly, it's what she's doing, and she has given Audra Charles free reign over at Newman Media. Audra and Nate are 2 of the sketchiest people in Genoa City, aside from Victoria herself. That's why she likes them, because they will never tell her, oh no, you're going too far. Oh no, that's too extreme. You're too evil. No, they'll keep cheerleading it. So when Victor assumes control, I really hope it's at Newman Enterprises and that she gets the timeout she deserves and that Nate gets flung by just right out the door. Toss him away. Let him go try to get a job at Chancellor Winters. Or he could, be a doctor without being a surgeon, because he's just brutal. But he was a surgeon before, and I will say this. A lot of people say that surgeons have egos that make them think that they can play God, because they do. They hold people's lives in their very hands in the surgical theater. So they do have to have an ego. But now that Nate is not getting his fix cutting people open, he's just eviscerating Newman Enterprises. It's just sketchy. The next spoiler we have is that Sharon Newman is stepping out of her safe space, stepping out of her comfort zone. Her comfort zone is Crimson Lights. This week on Y&R, she proposes to Adam that they merge her new company, Kirsten Inc. or Cameron Inc., Bad Guy Inc., with McCall Holdings, i.e. Other Bad Guy Inc., that she proposes they merge the companies once owned by 2 really sketchy dudes. And this is not about Sharon actually wanting to keep this company, although she, on the Wednesday episode this week, she gives Adam this whole cock and bull story about how she wants to do good and really wants to try, it's not. She wants to be at Adam's side because she sees him going down this rabbit hole of depression and grief and anger. She sees he's caught in a spiral. He's going dark. She knows how bad that can get. And she has enough affection for him in her heart that she doesn't want to see it happen. Adam tries to say, no, this is really a bad idea. If you're working with me, you're going to hate me. You are the one functional relationship I have left in my life, the one functional friendship. I can't lose you. But she talks him into it. He says that he'll think about it. He's going to do more than think. He's going to tell her yes. And then that clearly kicks off next week. And at the same time that Sharon has proposed this, she and Sally are both trying to talk Nick into taking the job at McCall Holdings, which means that Nick will be there with her and Adam. We also see Chelsea Lawson celebrating a win, and she is going to be the lead designer at Marchetti, which is very important, especially if Summer winds up getting arrested because of Phyllis's doings and she has to step away from the company. It almost sounded in the most recent episode when Chloe was talking to her about the Marchetti opportunity that Chelsea might want to hire Chloe. Chloe's working with Sally. I could totally see, though, Chloe working on Chelsea to hire Sally. However, Sally and Summer are like oil and water, but you never know. Everything has changed and she's been through this big loss. Summer's been through this big loss. So maybe all four of the ladies will end up together at Marchetti. I think that would be really cool. And I think that would mean we would get a lot more scenes of Chloe, which I miss her when she's not around. Elizabeth Hendrickson is absolutely adorable. All right. The very last early edition spoiler we have is that Billy's loyalty is tested. His loyalty is being tested kind of left and right when it comes to family, because Jack wants Ashley off the board. Ashley wants Jack off the board. Ashley doesn't want Diane there. Billy and Jack, neither one of them want Tucker working at the family company. And with Ashley and Tucker now starting up their own company, I see what Jack is saying, that she shouldn't be on the board if she is starting up a company in the same industry, a competing company, because then that gives her access to trade secrets and things like that. However, Tracy reminded him that their dad intended for everybody to have a seat at the table, but it looks like it's going to get very messy, and Billy is stuck between. That's the only test of loyalty that I can really picture for Billy, because he's very loyal to Chelsea, and I don't think he's going to violate that. He's been on pretty good behavior lately. All right, that is everything we have for next week. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Y&R updates. We'd love it if you would click a like. And I would love to hear in your comments what you're most looking forward to out of these early edition spoilers. And let me know, does Genoa City sound wrong? What am I saying wrong? I don't know if it's just one person's ears or if it's everybody's ears and y'all are just letting me slide because you don't think I'm saying it right.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.